Gorillas are some of the strongest primates on the planet. Their broad chest, powerful arms, and intelligence make them formidable opponents. There are two species of gorillas in the wild, and both live in equatorial Africa, separated by the dense rainforests of the Congo Basin. These primates live in large families, consisting on average of 5 to 10 individuals. At the center of each such community is one leader. Usually, it is a dominant male, which is called silver-backed because of the characteristic gray hair on his back. This unquestioned leader holds the reins of power, assuming the role of protector and leader. Male gorillas are noticeably larger than females in size. Their height can reach up to 175 centimeters, and their weight is over 150 kilograms, which makes them one of the heaviest land primates on the planet. Their size is truly impressive, but even such titans are not always invincible. In the wild, there are animals before which even the king of the jungle himself can retreat. After watching the video to the end, you will learn about 6 animals that can defeat the gorilla. First on our list of potential opponents for the gorilla is the hippo. If a gorilla had to fight a hippo, its chances of winning would be slim to none. On land, this giant would easily crush the primate, and in the water, the outcome of the fight would be a foregone conclusion. Hippos, a true titans among mammals. The length of their body can reach 5.5 meters, height at the withers, 1.5 meters, and weight, an impressive 4,064 kilograms. This means that it is at least 10 times heavier than a gorilla and incomparably more powerful. In addition, the skin of the hippo is covered with thick layers of fat and muscle, which makes it virtually invulnerable to bites and blows. Even the strongest paws of a gorilla would not be able to inflict tangible damage on him. This giant has incredible strength and aggression. In nature recorded cases when hippos easily dealt with whole prides of lions, and their victims became even Nile crocodiles, reptiles that are much larger than gorillas. Hippo fangs reach half a meter in length and can tear flesh with terrifying ease, and its bite is one of the most powerful of any land animal. But even without using its teeth, the hippo can simply crush a gorilla with its sheer mass. The primate-only advantage would be its intelligence. But in this fight, even high intelligence would not give it the slightest chance of survival. Now let's imagine that the gorilla faces another mighty adversary, the grizzly bear. If we compare the gorilla to the grizzly, the outcome of the battle will be obvious. The bear is several times larger than the primate in size, weight, and physical strength. The average grizzly weighs 3 times as much as a gorilla, and some particularly large individuals can reach 400 kilograms. Although gorillas have incredible muscle mass and impressive physical strength, it is not enough to overpower such a powerful opponent. Grizzlies are not predator hunters in the usual sense, but when they dare to attack, their attack is deadly. These bears are capable of killing an elk, an animal much larger than any gorilla. However, the bear's main advantage in battle is its claws. The length of grizzly claws reaches 10 centimeters, and one strike of the paw is enough to inflict fatal wounds. While the gorilla will try to attack with its fists, the bear will tear its flesh with its powerful claws, leaving the primate no chance for resistance. Undoubtedly, the gorilla's intelligence is higher, but brute force, not intelligence, plays the decisive role in this fight. In addition, the bear's bite reaches a force of 1,200 pounds per square inch. That's enough to easily crush solid bone. Even the powerful jaws of a gorilla, capable of slicing through tree stems, can't compete with that. If we are talking about a brown bear, or even more so, a polar bear, the gorilla's chances of victory disappear almost completely. However, if the bear were its size, the situation might be different. The primate's speed, agility, and intelligence could give it a chance to win. But in reality, the confrontation between these two beasts will end in favor of the bear, and quite quickly. Now let's move to the savannah, where the gorilla will have to face the king of beasts, the lion. The battle between the gorilla and the lion could be an exciting spectacle because both of these beasts have impressive strength. However, if you consider the actual outcome of the fight, Most likely, the advantage will be on the side of the lion. After all, he has the main weapon, powerful fangs, which can instantly inflict fatal wounds. Another key advantage of the male lion is his thick mane. This natural armor reliably protects the neck from bites and blows. This means that even if a gorilla manages to grab a lion, it will be extremely difficult for it to inflict critical damage. In addition, the lion is not limited to bites only. In battle, representatives of the feline family also use their strong paws with sharp claws. The lion's attack can be swift and merciless. One of his favorite techniques is to grab the enemy with his front paws and then deliver crushing blows with his hind paws. This will quickly tear open the stomach or inflict deep lacerations. And if the lion manages to be in the right position, he can simply close his jaws on the gorilla's neck, instantly depriving it of any chance of survival. Based on the above, even with the gorilla's strength and intelligence, its capabilities in this fight are limited. The primate's blows are powerful, but not as effective as the lion's deadly claws and fangs. In the wild, such fights are extremely rare because the habitats of these animals almost never overlap. However, if they did encounter each other in a duel, the king of beasts would most likely come out of it victorious. Now let's imagine that the gorilla has to face one of the oldest and most dangerous predators on the planet, the crocodile. If a gorilla were to come face to face with a crocodile, especially a Nile or saltwater crocodile, its chances of survival would be minimal. These giant reptiles are twice the size of an adult male gorilla, and their deadly hunting tactics leave their victims with little or no chance. The crocodile's main weapon is its incredibly powerful jaws. Their bite reaches a force of 3,700 pounds per square inch, making it the strongest of all living creatures. For comparison, that's about 3 times as powerful as a lion's bite and 5 times as powerful as a gorilla's bite. All a crocodile has to do is grab a primate with its teeth and it's over. In addition, the gorilla is accustomed to fight using powerful hand strikes. But against the crocodile, these techniques will be useless. The reptile's skin is covered with a thick armor of keratinized scales, and the body is designed so that neither blows nor bites gorilla will not cause him serious harm. In the water, the situation is even more hopeless. The crocodile will simply drag its prey down to the depths and use its signature move, the death roll, twisting the prey until it stops resisting. These predators are known for the fact that easily cope even with large animals, adult zebras, antelopes, and sometimes buffalo. For them, the gorilla would be easy prey. The primate's only chance is to stay out of the water and avoid meeting this prehistoric killer. It would seem that what could be dangerous in a peaceful giant with a long neck? However, do not be deceived by the giraffe's outward calmness. After all, in case of a collision with a gorilla, this giant turns into a formidable opponent. These long-necked giants may look graceful, but in reality they have enormous power. And their blows can kill even lions, the main predators of the savannah. In addition, the giraffe far exceeds the gorilla in size. An adult male can reach 6 meters in height and weigh up to 1,200 kilograms, which makes it 8 times heavier than the most powerful silverbacked leader. In addition, its long legs end in sturdy hooves that turn into deadly weapons when needed. Just one precise blow, and the enemy can be fatally injured. The gorilla is certainly agile and strong, but its fighting style is designed to use its hands and teeth in close combat. Theoretically, she could try to climb up a giraffe's leg and attack its neck, but it's practically impossible to do so. First, giraffes have excellent coordination and won't let you get that close. Secondly, their fighting style includes not only hoof strikes, but also powerful neck strikes that can knock out even the largest predator. Although the gorilla is an incredibly strong primate, it will not be able to stand up to a creature that is much heavier and has devastating attacks. In this fight, even the primate's intelligence and agility will not save it from the crushing force of the giraffe's blow. Finally, let's imagine that the gorilla will face another formidable predator, the tiger. The tiger and the silverbacked primate are the true lords of their ecosystems. Both have incredible strength, high intelligence, and impressive size. However, if it comes to a fight, The advantage will most likely be on the side of the striped predator. The main difference between these animals lies in their fighting style. Gorilla is accustomed to forceful confrontation, where the blows of powerful hands, grip, and intimidation of the opponent decide. The tiger, on the other hand, is a natural hunter whose tactics are perfected. He's not just stronger and faster, but much more maneuverable. Its claws reach 8 centimeters in length and can easily tear through even the thickest skin. The gorilla has impressive jaw strength, though, about 1,300 pounds per square inch. The tiger's bite is only slightly inferior at about 1,050 pounds. However, its fangs are much longer and sharper, allowing it to inflict fatal wounds with one precise bite. In addition, tigers have outstanding reactions and speed. Their attack is lightning fast. One jump and they are already sinking their teeth into the neck of the enemy. But the tiger's main advantage is its hunting instinct. Unlike the gorilla, which is used to demonstrations of strength and intimidation, the tiger always attacks so as to end the fight as quickly as possible. He knows how to sneak up unnoticed, and in the real conditions of the natural environment, the gorilla would probably not even have time to react to the attack. On this basis, despite its power, the primate is unlikely to be able to resist a predator whose hunting style has been honed over millions of years of evolution. In this confrontation, the tiger would probably win. What other animals do you think could defeat the gorilla? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked the video, then be sure to give it a like and check out our previous episodes. See you